I'm glad that we're all here. Good. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll start seated. So finding your comfortable form, whatever that's going to look like for you. And sitting it up nice and tall. And using blocks if you need to, using the blanket, using a pillow, whatever you need. There might be a random cat or two walking around. Sitting it up tall. Let's go ahead and roll our shoulders. Good. And then roll it the other way. Good. And then up a little bit taller. Lift the crown of the head. Let's go ahead and inhale and sweep our arms up to the sky. And then exhale and press. And inhale and lift. And exhale and press. And inhale and lift. And on our exhale, let's go ahead and clasp our hands behind us, opening that chest and drop that chin. And lengthen through those arms. Good, let's lift that head up center, bend at our elbows, and then release. Inhale and sweep those arms up. And exhale and press. And inhale and sweep our arms up. Let's keep our arms up right here. And we're going to go ahead and take our left hand in the front and right hand in the back. So we're going to take that down and then lift this up back to center. And let's do that the other side. Taking that down and then lift that back up center. And do that again so that left hand is in front. And lift that up. And now the other side. Good. And lift that up. And bring that up right there. And then release that. Let's clasp the hands again behind that chest. This time look up. Take that chin nice and tall. Those hands trying to get down there towards the floor. Good. Now you can drop your chin to your chest. Lift your head center, drop one ear, one shoulder. Drop the other ear, shoulder. And bring that head back to center. Bend at our elbows and let's take our hands over to right waist and let's squeeze that elbow back. Good. And then let's go ahead and take it to the other side and squeeze that elbow back. Very nice. Good. Let's go ahead and take that behind and release those arms. Roll that out a little bit. Sweep our arms up. Keep our arms up at the top. Clasp our hands. Take those hands, palms of the hands, face the ceiling. Now make some space in your torso, between your ribs, maybe going a little bit from side to side here. Oh yeah. I'm trying to keep that opposite glute down. As you lift that up, let's go ahead and inhale it here deeply. And exhale. And inhale. And on the exhale, you're kind of sighing. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Good. Let's let our arms float, 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 float down to the floor or to your knees, wherever it feels most comfortable for you. So releasing those arms down. Can you guys hear me? Are you all frozen? We are frozen. Can you guys hear me still? Okay, there you go. It was frozen. Yeah, it was frozen. Now we're not frozen anymore. All right, let's go ahead and drop one ear towards one shoulder. Good, and drop that chin to the chest. And other ear to shoulder. And chin to chest. And lifting that head up center. Let's go ahead and look over to one side. Take the chin over shoulder, eyes looking back further. And then let's take our left hand, place it on right thigh, and lift that up and twist, and deeply inhaling here. So inhale it, and exhale, and inhale. And on our exhale, let's bring this back to center. Good. Let's go ahead and take our head looking over to the other side. Take that opposite hand and lift that up, twisting. Inhale it deeply here. And exhale. and inhale, and exhale. Good, bring it back to center. Now if you've got blocks, go ahead and take them in front of you. You're going to stack them right here. And you and if you don't have blocks, you don't have to. We're going to walk our hands out, but keeping our shoulders away from ears. If you're using the blocks, you can take those out, and we're kind of hinging forward, leaning into this. Shoulders are away from our ears, and breathing here. Inhale it deep, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale. And on that exhale, let's release this back up. Very nice, good. And you can move those out of the way. We're going to take our legs long, so into staff pose, and sitting that up tall. So sitting on those sits bones, sitting right up there on those glutes. Shoulders are down and away. Let's reach our arms up. Inhale, and then exhale, scooping this down. Good. Inhale, scoop it up, and exhale, taking this down. Inhale, lifting it up, and exhale, taking it down. And again, inhale, lifting that up, and exhale, release that. Very nice. Let's go ahead and take our right leg in, so giving that a nice big hug, and then let's take our right leg over. Take our left hand, reach that around. Right hand is going to follow our spine down, lift it and twist it. That other leg, so our left foot, left leg is flexed, and it's active right here. So those muscles are working. We're twisting, inhaling it deeply here, and exhale, and inhale. And on our exhale, let's go ahead and bring this back to center. Good. Let's turn the other way, so sitting it up tall, looking the other way. Inhale it deeply here, still flexing that left foot, and exhale, and inhale. And on that exhale, let's bring that back to center. Good. Go ahead and release that leg, flex through that foot. Let's take it to the other side. Bring that in, give it a nice big hug, and then take that over. Let's reach our right arm around. Left hand is going to follow our spine down, lifting that up, and let's twist nice and deep here. Inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale. And on our exhale, let's go ahead and twist to the other side. Sitting that up tall. Inhale it here. And exhale it. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And on that exhale, let's bring this back to center. Good. Release that. Go ahead and shake that out. And now we're going to bend our knees and sit it up a little taller. So really tall. So knees are nice and bent. We're going to hinge at our hips. We're going to stretch our spine. So reaching up through our arms. Let's hinge at hips and keep our shoulders away from ears. So we might be right here like this. Inhale and lift it up. And exhale, hinge that forward. Inhale and lift. And exhale and hinge. Inhale, lift. Hold it up here at the top. Let's drop our left hand and then drop our right hand to the outside of that left leg. Nice twisting here. Lots of spinal twisting today. Inhale it deep. And exhale it back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. And hinge it. And lift that up. Hold it at the top. Let's take it to the other side. Sit it up and twist that. Inhale it deep. And exhale, bring it back to center. Inhale and lift it up. And hinge that forward. And lift this up. And then let's go ahead and release our arms to our sides. Let's take our feet wide. And we'll go ahead and drop our knees from side to side right here. And we'll wake up those hips, hip flexors, all that fun stuff. Good. Go ahead and keep one foot in front, whichever one is working for you right now. We're either going to go quarter twist or half twist all the way around. So either on your hands, on your elbows, or all the way down. So finding whichever works for you, whichever feels best for your spine. So I'm going to go quarter twist right now. Taking that down and breathing it here. Deep belly breath. So thinking about breathing down into your belly button. Good. Let's go ahead and lift this back up and bring it slowly back to center. And again, let's take our feet wide and drop those knees from side to side again. Take that side to side. Good. Side. Nice. Let's take it to the other side now. So quarter turn or half turn. If you do the same thing on this side that you did on the other side. So if you were quarter turn the other side, then do quarter turn on this side. Or if you were half turn, then do half turn. But again, find whatever works for you today. Today might be different than the other day. Every day's different. But finding that, sinking into that, and doing that deep belly breath. Inhaling it here. And exhale. And keep breathing it here. Good. Let's bring this back to center. Very nice. We're going to go ahead and take ourselves onto our backs. I'm going to close my curtain really quick. And grab your block. If you don't have a block, that's fine. But we're going to we'll do some bridge, warm up that lower back. So taking ourselves down, that block is between those knees. Feet are lined up with our knees. Knees are lined up with our hips. Let's go ahead and press through our hands, through our elbows, and through our triceps, and lift our pelvis towards the ceiling. Taking our chin to our chest and kind of tucking our shoulders, shoulder blades, underneath the body. And finding the floor, so planting those feet firmly into the floor. Squeezing with that block that's helping to align our legs. Inhaling it deeply here. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Good. We're going to slowly allow our spine to imprint on the floor. So taking that nice and slow. And as we're going slow, we do this so that we engage the abs. So you're engaging the front of your core as you squeeze your glutes and lowering that spine down. And then squeeze those glutes to lift that pelvis up. Good. And then let's go ahead and lower this down again, one vertebrae at a time. Engaging those abs, squeeze that together, and then lift that up. And then one more time, let's go ahead and imprint on the floor. Squeezing those glutes as we lift up. Pull that belly in, pull that belly button in here, and we're going to hold it here for four full breaths. So let's inhale it deeply. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And gently on our exhale, let's go ahead and drop that all the way to the floor. Very nice. You can put that block out of the way. Go ahead and grab your strap. And if you don't have your strap, that's fine. You can do Happy Baby's pose without it. But we're going to take ourselves down. We've got our strap, and then once you've got that strap, go ahead and reach behind our right leg and pull that in towards your chest. Good, and then reach behind the other leg, pull that in towards your chest. Reach behind both, chin to chest, forehead to the knees. And then let's release that. Now we're going to go into Happy Baby's pose. So you're either grabbing the outside or the inside, or you've got that strap and you've got that up here. You can go and wrap that strap, and you're going to pull that strap, pulling those legs down towards you. Towards the floor, towards your torso, towards your rib cage, imagining that they're right by, your knees are right by your rib cage. Holding that here, releasing any tension in those hip flexors, in those hips and glutes and thighs. Breathe it here, inhale it. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Good, let's go ahead and bring that together. And then you can release right and release left. Let's go bridge one more time. So feet lined up with our knees lined up with our hips. We won't use the block this time. We'll make our legs do a little bit more work. So pressing through our hands, through our elbows, through our triceps. Let's lift our pelvis up so we're in that strong bridge once again, pressing through those feet, rooting into the floor. Good, let's press through both of our heels and lift our toes so that we're flexing our feet. Breathing here. And this time using your own pace for your breath. And then let's go ahead and flatten our feet, press through our toes and balls of the feet, and lift our heels. Good, flattening through our feet, back to our regular bridge. Pressing through our left foot. If it's available to you, you could press through that left foot and begin to lift that right foot. We will hold here for one breath. Inhale. And on our exhale, we're going to drop that back down. Find your stability. Find your center. And then let's press through the right foot. Inhale and lift our leg. And on our exhale, let's take it down. Good. Again, finding that stability. Let's do that one more time on each side. Press through our left foot. Inhale and lift right. And exhale, take that down. And find that stability. Inhale and lift left. And exhale. Release that. Good. Holding that bridge. And then very slowly, let's go ahead and drop that pelvis all the way down to the floor and release. Very nice. Reach behind the right knee, pull that in, and behind left, and behind both. And then release that. Either grab your strap or your feet. We'll do happy babies pose one more time. So taking that strap, those feet are wide, or taking the inside or outside of your feet. Again, whichever is going to work for you, and we are imagining that that torso is a rectangle, so our shoulders are 2 points and our hips are 2 points. So a nice long rectangle, rooted into the floor by those knees, right by that rib cage, holding it here, and yeah, you can rock it from side to side. That feels really good. And keeping it there and breathing it. Good, and go ahead and release right, and release left. Very good. We're going to press ourselves up and bring ourselves up into boat pose. So we'll do a little bit more core. We're going to lean it back, shoulders are down and away, reaching through our arms, and you can have both of your heels down. You can have one heel lifted, or you can have both of your legs lifted. So it's up to you, but finding whatever feels stable for you and whatever helps you not to round your back. So we're going to keep that chest open. So we're lifting that here and breathing it here. So inhale it deeply. Good, and exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Good, let's release into cross leg. Sit that up tall and kind of hinge that forward. Opening those hips. And we're going to do that one more time. So if you had one leg up, this time you're going to put the other leg up. So let's take this back. You're a troublemaker. Take this back, shoulders down and away, lengthen through that, holding it here. And other legs up, or both, or here. But breathing. Inhale it deep. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Good, let's release that. And back to that seated form, leaning it forward, hinging at those hips. Very good. And let's go ahead and bring this up. We're going to bring it onto all fours. Now, if you need padding for your knees, if your knees are Because we're gonna be on our knees. We're gonna be doing a modified half moon. So whatever you need for your knees, maybe have a block kind of close to you too, just in case. But we're going to go ahead, we're up on our knees, and let's go ahead and take our right leg out to the side, and you're pointed forward or to the side, whatever feels best for you. So we're right here like this. We're going to reach our arms up towards the sky and finding our balance here, holding this up here, and we're going to release our arms to our side. So let's inhale and sweep our arms up here, and exhale and press, and inhale and lift, and exhale and press, and inhale and lift. Hold this at the top. Exhaling while we're at the top, we're going to take our left hand and we're going to drop ourselves down to the floor. And then if you can, if it's available to you, lifting that leg up. If it's not, keeping that leg on the floor is perfectly fine because you're still doing somewhat of a side plank here. But this is our modified half moon. Lifting that and holding that balance, inhaling it here. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And on our exhale, let's go ahead and bring this back up, reach our arms up, and then release our arms. Go ahead and take that right hand to the right thigh, and we'll kind of reach over right here and get a nice stretch for that opposing side. Good. You can feel that inner thigh stretch too. Nice. Go ahead and release that. Let's take it to the other side. So we'll take that other leg out, again, toe forward or side, whatever is working best for your hip, because sometimes that hip won't open. So, or it's, too open. Sitting that up tall, standing that up tall. Let's go ahead and inhale and lift our arms up. And then exhale and press. Inhale and lift. And exhale and press. Inhale and lift. And exhale and press. Inhale and lift, holding it here, exhaling it at the top. And let's go ahead and take it to the other side. So lifting that up. Now, I forgot to show you on the other side. If you need that block here, you can totally use that right there. So it's whatever works for you. Modified half moon on this other side. Holding it here and breathing it here. Inhale it deeply. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And as we exhale, let's bring this up. Good. Exhaling it here. Taking our left hand to left thigh. Let's reach that over and stretch and breathe. Good. Nice. Very good. Go ahead and release that. And we're going to take it down into child's pose right here. So taking that down, reaching through our arms, relaxing into that, remembering that if there's a lot of space between your heels and your glutes, you can go ahead and use a blanket, use a pillow, whatever you need to help with that space, to help you feel more comfortable. So taking that down, lengthening through those arms, and breathing it here. Good. Let's look forward at our fingertips. Walk our fingertips to the front edge of the mat, almost like our arms are trying to get out of their sockets. Grip at the front of the mat and lift yourself up and slightly forward. So we're kind of stretching our shoulders here a little bit and stretching those wrists. You rock it from side to side a little. Good. And then let's bring it back to all fours. So our shoulders are over our wrists and our hips are over our knees. Let's drop our belly to the floor, our eyes to the sky as we inhale. And round our spine, chin to chest as we exhale. So we've got our cat and cow. Inhaling it, dropping belly to the floor, eyes to the sky. And exhale, round that. And inhale, drop. And exhale, round. And dropping that. And rounding. and drop. Good, and round. Nice, let's flatten that back. Let's lift our right arm up. So let's take this up, sweep our arm through, thread the needle, take this down, temple on the floor and both palms on the floor. Or if you want a little bit more, you can take that left arm, top arm, and take it around to the top of your thigh. And breathing here. Good, let's go ahead and bring that arm back if you had that up, and then bringing yourself back up onto all fours. Let's take it to the other side, lift that up, sweeping that through, temple on the floor, both palms on the floor, take that down. And again, if you need a little bit more opening, you can take that top arm around to the top of your thigh. Good. And let's bring that arm back and bring ourselves back up and take ourselves back into child's pose and lengthen through that. Good. From here, let's go ahead and walk our hands to the right and sit that left glute to that left heel. And then walk hands to left, right glute to right heel. Good, and bring that back to center. And then go ahead and bring yourself up. If you've got your blocks out of the way, go ahead and put them where you can grab them because we're going to go into our sun salutations. So we're going to find ourselves on all fours and go into our first downward facing dog. So our shoulders are over our wrists, hips are over our knees. Let's curl our toes under and keep our knees bent as we lift our tail to the sky. So lengthening through that, lift up through that, relax that head and neck in between those arms and shoulders. And from here, let's begin to pedal our feet. Dropping our heels towards the floor. Good. And then finding some stillness, dropping heels towards the floor, both of them at the same time. Relax that head and neck here. Let's go ahead and lift up on our toes, take our heels high, and drop our heels over to the right. Stretch that ankle. And then lift that up, and let's drop it over to the left. And then lift that up. Good. Let's walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold at the front edge of our mat. And we'll ragdoll once we get here. So again, having those blocks there. And your feet are pretty close. They can be touching or a little bit far apart, but we want them underneath our hips. Relaxing that upper body. If your hamstrings are tight, feel free to bend those knees so that your belly can rest on your thighs. Relax that head and neck. Feels really good in this inversion with that head lower than the heart. Those arms dangling. As those arms are dangling, as you're forward folding right here, imagine that you are above yourself, looking down at your rib cage, your back rib cage. And use your breath enough that you can see your back rib cage expand. So inhale. And then exhale, all that air goes out. And again, inhale it deep. And exhale. Let's take opposite elbow with the opposite hand and frame our head. Relax that head and neck. Breathe. That upper body is even heavier. Good, and let's go ahead and release our arms, grabbing those blocks if you'd like to use them, taking them in front. We're going to inhale it into monkey, flattening our backs and looking forward, and then exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up towards the sky. Exhale it around into chair. Good, inhale and lift that up. And exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, monkey, flattening that back and looking forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around into chair. Inhale and lift it. And exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, monkey, flattening that back, looking forward. And exhale, release. Right foot stays forward, left foot goes back into lunge. That left hand stays on the block or the floor, whatever works best for you. And we're kind of in a medium to lower lunge right here. And we're going to find our spinal twist to the side. So if you need to be up tall, you can be up tall doing this too. So again, listen to your body, do your modifications, whatever is going to work. Good, bring this back to center. Let's bring our right arm to the inside of our right leg. Drop our back knee, uncurl our toe, and put that off to the side, and lift ourselves up. And this time, hands together, and we're going to bring it back. Ooh, open those shoulders. Good. Let's bring this down. Take our right foot back to meet our left foot to top of plank. From our top of plank, let's shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of our knees, uncurl our toes, and then slowly allow that heart to go down to the floor. Those elbows are right by the rib cage, and then heart off of the floor. Baby cobra. Shoulders are away from our ears, eyes to the sky. Let's curl our toes under. Lift it up and press it up into downward facing dog and hold it right here and breathe. Good, we've got our single leg down dog, so centering our weight in our upper body and then centering our weight in our lower body. We're going to lift, I'm going to drop it. We're going to lift our right leg up. And then from here, let's go ahead and bring our right leg all the way through and take it back into that lunge. You can use that arm to help it forward, or you can walk forward. Whatever you need to do to get back into our lunge, where we started from. And we've got our spinal twist once again to the right. Good. Breathing it here. And then release this, taking both of those blocks or the floor, using the strength of your core, lift up into that balance, warrior 3, and then taking our leg forward, release that standing forward fold, inhale it into monkey, flattening that back and looking forward, exhale, release, inhale, sweep our arms up, exhale around into chair, inhale and lift that, and exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, monkey, flattening that back and looking forward. Exhale and release. Let's go ahead and keep our left foot forward. Our right foot goes back into lunge. Right hand on the block, whatever height works for you, or on the floor. And we've got that spinal twist towards the left. Breathing here. Good, let's go ahead and bring that arm to the inside. Very nice. Good, and let's drop our back knee, uncurl our toe, bring ourselves up, hands together, and bring ourselves back, crescent right here. Good, release that. Let's go ahead and take that foot back to meet the other foot, top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of our knees, uncurl our toes, slowly lower down, heart to the floor, heart off of the floor, curl our toes under, lift and press it up, downward facing dog, and breathe it here. Let's center our weight in our upper body and our hands, and center our weight in the lower body, and we're going to lift our left leg now. So lifting that up, and then let's go ahead and bring our left leg through, and you can use that arm, or you can bring it all the way through, or you can walk it. And let's use that block or the floor with that right hand, and we're going to spinal twist once again towards the left. Good, and then let's bring this back to center. Using the blocks or the floor and the strength of your core, go ahead and lift yourself up right there. and then release this. Good, standing forward fold. Very nice. Let's inhale into monkey, flattening that back and looking forward. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, monkey, flattening that back and looking forward. Exhale and release. Right foot forward, left foot goes back. Tall lunge. Drop our back heel and bring ourselves up into warrior one. So we've got our back heel, front heel lined up with the arch of that back foot. And then our front knee is trying to bend and go towards our baby toe. So we're really opening our inner thigh. And our torso is twisted to the front. Good. Breathe it here. And then from here, let's open into proud warrior. So again, front leg is still bent, but remember that we're doing about 50% of our weight into our back leg as well. So think about pressing into that back heel. Good. Now we're going to take our back arm, so we're going to take that, whatever that is, left arm, reach it forward for your right wrist. You're going to pull your arm up as if you're pulling it over, and that will get a good stretch all the way up right there. Good. Take that back, proud warrior. Dropping our back arm, palm up, and reverse warrior. This is a little bit deeper right here. And then let's go ahead and windmill our arms down to the floor and take our foot back to meet the other foot, top of plank. Good, let's shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of our knees, uncurl our toes, slowly lower that down, heart off of the floor. Let's curl our toes under, press it up, downward facing dog, lift and breathe. Let's walk both of our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold, front edge of your mat. Inhale it into monkey, flattening that back and looking forward. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. And exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flattening that back, looking forward. And exhale, release. Let's keep our left foot forward, right foot goes back into that tall lunge, dropping our back heel, and let's bring ourselves up into that warrior one. Good, shoulders down and away. That knee is going over towards that baby toe, front knee. Good, and then from here, let's go ahead and open up into proud warrior. Shoulders down and away. The face is relaxed, but everything else is working here. So pressing into that back foot, back leg, 50-50 weight. From here, let's reach that back arm forward for that front wrist and pull that back right there. And then release that. Drop our back arm, palm up, and then reverse warrior a little bit deeper. And then let's go ahead and windmill our arms down to the floor. Good, and take that foot back to top of plank. Let's shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of our knees, uncurl our toes, slowly lower down, heart off of the floor. Good, let's curl our toes under, lift it up and press it, downward facing dog. And then back to our plank. Drop to our knees, uncurl. One more time, take this down, heart to the floor, heart off of the floor. And then let's release it down. Let's strengthen that lower back and upper back. So reach through our arms and through our legs. So taking that out, lifting our right leg and left, or right arm, left leg. We'll lift that up and breathe through it here. If you need to, you can have your other arm lifting right here. But we kind of want to use as much of the strength of your back as you can. So breathing it here. Good, and release that. Let's take it to the other side, lifting that up. Nice opposing, strengthening right here. Breathe. And release that. Hands by chest. Press it back into child's pose. And extend. Rest it here for a moment. Breathe. Let's see where we at. All right, from here, come up onto all fours. If you have that blanket or the pillow, go ahead and grab that. I'm going to use a blanket and fold it. We're going to go into pigeon. So what I'm doing is I'm making a space so that I can go ahead. I'm going to bring my knees onto my blanket, drop over to one side, and then I'm going to take my bottom leg. So I'm taking my right leg and I'm making an L or a 7 with my leg. So I've got it like around the blanket. So my glute is on the blanket, so I've got it right here. If you need more padding for the back, your back leg, you can go ahead and put that right there and that helps lift it. Otherwise, this is your first modification. If you'd like, you can go ahead and bring that leg all the way back into our pigeon right here. And you can be on your hands, you can be on your elbows, or you can be all the way down onto the floor. So finding what works for you. You can use as much padding under your legs, under your glutes. If you need to even use more padding on that, that's fine. Do whatever is working for you, whatever's comfortable for you. Because remember, this is your body. You get to live in it. I don't. So do what works for you. I'm breathing it here. And again, if you're right here, that's fine. But we're really opening our hip right here. A lot of stress in those hips. Good. If you've got that leg straight, go ahead and bring our legs back around and let's switch to the other side. So making that L shape or the 7 and finding ourselves here, this is our first modification. And if you'd like to go further, then you're going to go ahead and bring that leg behind you. And then either on the hands, on the elbows, or all the way down. And one side may be different than the other, most likely easier or harder. But again, that's why we're doing this. For balance, to balance out that strength. Breathe it here. Good, and then from here, let's press ourselves up and we're going to bring our leg all the way to the front. You can be sitting on your blanket or on the floor, on your mat, whatever works for you. We're going to take our hands, let's see if you guys can see, I'll do it right here. We're going to take our hands and we're going to take our hands and we're going to take our heels. So we're going to grab our heels underneath, take our shoulders back, and kind of pull with our arms, so you're using your biceps here. To pull your heels towards you. Shoulders are away. That should be a good inner thigh stretch right there. Breathe it here. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Very nice. Go ahead and release that. Good. Let's grab our strap and we'll take ourselves all the way down onto the floor. Put whatever you need near you for your final relaxation. So if you want to use a blanket, or I forgot to say last time, if you want to put a small pillow over the top of your face, over your eyes, or something with just a little bit of weight, you can do that. I know you guys are probably missing the eye pillows. So let's go ahead and take it all the way down onto our backs. And let's grab our strap. And let's take that strap, take our strap around our right foot, and then pulling that in towards the torso. That other leg is straight, so we've got our left leg nice and straight. We're going to press through our heel to the ceiling and pull that leg towards us. Now, depending on the flexibility of your hip or where it's going to go today, if it's locked up or not, I'm going to take that other arm out. So we're taking our left arm out, and we're going to allow that right leg to go to the side. Now if it stops, then it stops, that's fine. If it can go all the way, you can allow gravity to pull that down, but breathing it here. And again, allow gravity to do a lot of work here, because it will, if you'll let it breathe. Recognize here if you're holding on to anything. Where's your body tightening up? Where are you holding on to stuff? Did your shoulders just get super tight? Low back? Recognize where that's at. And let's go ahead and hold our abdominals in, and as we do that, we're going to lift our leg back to center, pulling that towards us. Let's take the strap into the other hand, so in the left hand, and we're going to drop our leg across our body into our deep twist. Now again, if your leg stops here, that's fine. Go with it. Go wherever your leg is going to let you go. If it allows you to go all the way down, then you could do that too. And then, if you like, if you can, maybe looking the opposite way. So looking over towards the right, breathing it here. And now here, maybe recognizing different sensations. Where are you feeling that at? Maybe your hip and glute. I'm certainly feeling it in my hamstring right now, in the back of my leg, and in my neck. So recognize where that's at. And then let's go ahead and bring this back to center. Pull our leg towards us. Bend at our other leg. Let's release our strap. And go ahead and reach behind our foot, behind our knee, and we're going to fold that leg onto the belly. Good. Let's release that. Let's take it to the other side. Take that strap around the foot, straightening that right leg. Pull that knee into the torso. Press through our heel to the ceiling. Pull the leg towards you. Let's keep the strap in left hand. And let's go ahead and open this off to the side. Again, just like we did on the other side, listening to your body, wherever it's going to stop. And again, take stock. Where are you feeling this at? Where are you tightening up at? And breathe into those spaces. From here, let's bring this back to center. Pull that leg towards you. Strap's going to go into right hand, and let's drop this across our deep twist. Again, arm into the T, looking the other way if your neck, if your back will let you go there. And again here, recognize what's going on in your body. Where are you feeling this at? And breathe into that. Good, bring this back to center. Pull that leg towards you, bend at the other leg. Let's release our strap, reach behind the foot, behind the knee, and imagine folding that leg onto the belly. And as you're doing that, your right glute and right hip are glued into the floor, but your left glute and hip are trying to lift up, so you've got opposing right here, so good sciatic stretch. And then go ahead and release that. Let's press through our heels to one wall, reach through our fingers towards the other wall, lengthen through that body, lift that lower back up off of the floor, lifting our rib cage up. You can reach right, reach left, lengthen through that. You can rotate those wrists, rotate them the other way, whatever works for you. If you've got an eye pillow, you can grab that. As we begin to relax, with your next exhale, allow yourself to sink and to settle into the floor, into your final relaxation, whatever that looks like for you. If that means that your knees are bent so your lower back can be into the floor, if that means that your legs are crossed, whatever that feels like for you. So begin to relax, quiet your mind, and quiet your body. And I'll turn the music up a little bit. slowly begin to bring your thoughts back to the present. And beginning to bring your body back to the present. And beginning to bring yourself up, nice and slow, into seated form. So whatever that looks like for you. Oh. And sitting that up tall. Taking those shoulders down and away. Good. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. And bring those hands together, dropping them down in front of our heart. Eyes follow our fingers, chin to chest. Lifting our heart center, taking fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth and thoughts of love, thoughts that are kind and thoughts that are pure, thoughts that encourage and uplift and do not discourage or tear down. Taking fingers to the lips. As we leave today and speak with others, let us speak words of love and words of truth, words that encourage and uplift and do not discourage or tear down. And take hands to heart. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing we have not been given the spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Inhale it deeply, filling up those lungs all the way. And cleansing exhale. And namaste.